Sorry guys, my mom called me. So this is part 2, since that one wouldn't let me pick up where I was recording. Okay, so basically I moved in with him and things were fine in the beginning. He got me a job, you know, we were cool, and then towards the end, you know, like maybe after they got married, maybe a little bit before, you know, I was of course in the wedding. I helped plan it, I helped her do everything she needed to get done, blah blah blah. Was there, babysit their dog Swarm while they were on their honeymoon. Giving too much detail, but that's okay, I guess. And then we had this huge falling out. You know, it went from like being able to debate normally, just normal debating. You know, hot. Alright, so normal debating to really like getting upset debating. And so I was kind of like, we always debate, what's the problem? And yeah, I guess it just turned out he didn't like me anymore. Don't know why. Never got a reason, don't really care. And I ended up moving out because some really bad stuff happened. And I'm not going to get into detail because that's their personal business, not mine. And so I pretty much was like, you know, I'm not doing this anymore. And so I told her I wasn't going back. Just like that. And we honestly haven't really talked since. When I was getting married, she was part of Maids of Honor, because I have like 2 Maids of Honor. But she was part of it, and I think we went to lunch one time that whole time I was playing, and it was like 6 months I was playing, something like that, and then before he left. And so yeah, moving in with the wrong friend can definitely ruin your friendship, but it can definitely also show you that who's real and who's fake. You know, because at the end of the day, she showed where her loyalty lied, and I get it. Like, there's really no hard feelings anymore, you know, like, it was her husband. So, but the wedding was beautiful, and they're happy, and I couldn't ask for anything more from one of my old friends. You know, I wanted to be happy, and if he's what makes her happy, then congratulations, boo-boo. I hold no hard feelings, I hold no grudges, I learned from it, and that's all I can do. I tried it again. I tried to move in with another friend and her boyfriend at the time. And, you know, the same thing. Guys really just don't like me, like when they're dating my friends. I don't know why, but they really don't. I try to, hey, you know, joke around, be friendly, but they really just don't like me. This one actually kicked me out. I didn't even move out. He kicked me out. So, and then, I mean, his wife, who was supposed to be my friend, his wife now, I didn't go to the wedding, his wife now, who was supposed to be my friend, supposedly said that she didn't want me to go, but once he made his mind up, there was no changing it. And honestly, it hurt. It really did. But I was on my way out anyways, just because I didn't want to be there. We weren't getting along. I was trying to help another friend out, and apparently that wasn't okay. You know, I was just kind of like, I'm a grown adult. I pay you. You know, you said I could live there. and I buy groceries for the house, blah blah blah. You said I didn't have to pay rent, so I wasn't paying rent. You wanted to have electricity and then you didn't, and then you want me to pay rent, whatever. He really was unclear about what he wanted, but that's besides the point. And so I was like, okay, well, we made this agreement. I do buy groceries for the house. I buy vegetables and fruits and stuff because his girlfriend was pregnant. My friend at the time. And yeah, so I was kind of like, I'm a grown adult. I agreed, I agreed to my end of it, and I keep up to my end of it. So I don't see how you can tell me when I can and can't go somewhere, or when I can and can't do something. Like, if I want to be gone for weeks at a time, I feel like I have that right. And so and I had 2 dogs there and a cat, who, come to find out, they were just leaving locked up in my room all the time, but when they went away and I was at the hospital by myself, I took care of their dogs, just to add that little note in there, but that's besides the point. And so he kind of, hey, come get your shit, I want you out. Okay, well, my first instinct was, hey mom, I need you to go get my animals, because I wasn't driving and I couldn't just run and go get them. I was like I said, I was helping my friend out, and I had 2 ass kids and all this. So she's like, okay, I'll go. And then she went and she got my 2 babies and my cat, my 3 babies, but she was just, I guess he talked to her and told her all this bullshit. And she came back to me and she called me and she's like, well, he's saying this and this and this and this and blah blah blah, this and that and that and that. I was livid, you guys. Like, I was livid because all the crap he was saying was a complete and utter lie. So I called his girlfriend. I was like, what the fuck? Sorry. What the crap? You're not supposed to, what is going on here? Like, he's saying this, he's saying that. I thought we were friends. You're not supposed to treat friends like this, blah, blah. Oh, I wasn't out there when he talked to your mom, and blah, 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 this and that. And so, okay, well, you weren't out there, cool. But I was really upset. And then he put a story up and then unfriended me, right, on Facebook. And the story says, yeah, you lived here rent-free, bill-free, blah, blah, blah. Take your lazy back out. Yeah, some people are right. She lived here rent-free, bill-free. I'll ask for a clean house every day. Take your lazy ass back to your mama. Lazy A back to your mama's. Boom, boom. Because I cleaned that house. His girlfriend had GH or something like that. Anyways, she was too sick to get out of bed. And granted, at the time, I thought she was just being lazy. But, through the span of her sickness, I came to realize she wasn't. And, so I was like, no, because that's wrong, because I clean that house most of the time. I did. And, like, even when he had his friend move in, I helped clean that house. Like, his friend would do something, but I was the majority of it doing it. So, and, yeah, so, and then I went to my friend and I was like, this is bullshit. Why the fuck would he post this on Facebook? I'm not talking crap about him on Facebook. Why would he post about me on Facebook? Lazy, fat A, back to your mama. Like, that's bull. That's childish. Okay, you're a grown man, grow up. So, she, made him take it down, obviously, which I'm thankful for. I love her to death. We have our fallen outs, I will admit, but she is one of my best friends, and I hope that she doesn't see this and she gets upset and that I'm bashing her husband. I'm not trying to bash him. I'm just telling my side of it. But, yeah, so I moved out. My friend I was helping actually helped me move out, and we got all my stuff, my animals and everything, going to my mom's. Everything was hunky-dory, everything was good, you know. I didn't see them. I'm gonna be completely honest. I really didn't see them. I didn't go back over there. I had neighbors with them who were really close friends of mine too, but I didn't go back to see them, and they ended up moving away. And then my friends that I was living with, they got married, and I didn't get to make that, which honestly kills me. But I let my stupid pride get in the way. I let him get in the way of my friendship. And I didn't go to her wedding. I wasn't there for her because I let my stupid pride get in the way, because I didn't support their marriage because of the way he had it. And I was mad at her too, because I felt like it was part of her. Like, she had some part in it, and I was mad. But I let that get in the way of a lifelong friendship, and I shouldn't have. I truly should not have. Hang on, I got you. And yeah, so they got married, and she she got really, really sick. And again, I wasn't talking to her. I didn't know. And oh god, she's fine now. It was part of the pregnancy, but she got so badly sick that her bones were showing. Her mom showed me pictures all stuff. I was up there, and it's terrible. All I could think is, we could have lost her. That's how sick she got. It was really bad, and we could have lost her. And my last thing I ever said to her would have been that I didn't want anything to do with her. That I didn't want to be a part of her wedding. That I didn't want anything to do with her or her or him. And so it really broke my heart. It really, really, really did. Because she is one of my lifelong friends. That girl. Even now, I can go over there and it's nothing has changed. We just have a little mini person with us. And me and him, last time I saw him was a week, maybe after the baby was born. And we were fine. We chit-chatted. We were good. I just finally realized I have to set it to the side because he's married to my best friend, and we may not get along, we may not like each other, but that doesn't matter anymore. Until there is until, because even if something was to happen to them as a couple, he's still the father of the baby, and I have to accept him, for the baby, not just for me. And I have to forgive him, because I don't want to hold grudges. I only have 2 grudges that I've held my whole life that I can't seem to let go of. So, but yeah. And now they have a beautiful baby. Love that kid to death. Growing and growing and growing. Loves their aunt. I'm trying to keep identities concealed as much as possible. Although I'm pretty sure most people who watch my videos are people who know me. So, thanks guys. If you can, will you share this? Like, around? Get me out there. But, yeah, so... what else stories do I have? I think that's some of the real true friend stories I have. Just be careful who your friends are. Truly, not everyone is who they seem. Like I said, they're your friends one day and they'll stab you in the back next. Some people will choose their boo things over you. In fact, most will. But, some people, like me, who won't. That's a story for you. Me and the first roommate, my first friend that I moved in with, who I lived with for a long time, her and I were fighting because, I felt like I had to push her to be a part of the wedding, and that's not fair. So I finally called her out on it, and I was kind of, just venting to my fiance about it. I didn't want his negatory opinion in it. And so he's, well, she's not really a friend anyways. Maybe you should just stop talking to her. Maybe she shouldn't be a part of the wedding. Just talking all this crap about it. And so I was like, look, hold up there, honey bunny. I said, we may be fighting right now, but me and her, we're always going to have that bond. We're always going to be friends. And granted, we are still friends. We really are. Like, we don't talk all the time, but we have lives. So, like, who does talk all the time? But, I was like, and I don't need you coming around and putting fuel in this fire to make things worse for us. Because end of the day, if it came down to my greatest love, okay, say we have 4 or 5 children together and we were married, blah, 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 and he came up to me and he said, look, it's either her, one of my friends, or me. You have to pick. You can't be friends with her anymore or we're not going to work out. Well, first of all, a relationship isn't about you telling me what I can and can't do. No. It's about compromising and working through stuff and, maybe there's some of your family I don't like. Do I tell you to pick me over them? No. My friends, the 3 solid friends I have, okay? Maybe not solid, but the 3 friends that I mainly have that I would give anything up for, you're not going to tell me I have to choose between them or you. Not going to happen. So, you can either leave or, get over it. I mean, I've been through heartbreak before. I'll do it again. It's just what it is. But, yeah. It's just, it's crazy because a lot of people will tell you, like, you can't have both worlds. You can only have one or the other. No. A real relationship is not going to have you choose between one or the other. My best friend that I'm living with now, hope she sees this. Her and her boyfriend are perfect, okay? And me and him are super close. Like, we are really good friends too. And me and him sat down one day. I don't think she even knows this. She might. I mean, he tells her everything. But we sat down one day and we were talking. And he says, you know, I would never come between you two, right? I was like, yeah, I know. Because I honestly do. I don't think he would ever try to have her choose or cause problems between us purposely. And I told him, I was like, and you know I would never come between you two, right? And I even told her, I was like, we were talking about something. I don't even remember how the conversation came up, but I told her, I was like, I would never make you choose. Because I feel like if you love somebody, you shouldn't make them choose. That's not fair. That's not fair to anybody. And so, like, we have problems. Like anybody, we have our problems. But at the end of the day, I love them too. Like my brother and sister. And I would absolutely do anything for them. So maybe my 4 tops all of them. Gotta add him in with the girls. But the first one, we may not talk as much as I like. We may not hang out. We may not do things together as much as we should. But I always have those memories. And she will always be a part of me. And then the second one, I don't see her going anywhere, like, no joke. I can see her being like, falling out with me, like, having our fallouts. But I don't see her stop being my friend ever. Just because of the fact that we have had our fallouts. We have had multiple fallouts. And it doesn't take long before we're right back to where we were and we're friends again. Just like this one, the one I'm with. That girl ain't going nowhere. We can have our fallouts and not talk for, God, I don't know how long. And then we're right back to being friends again. That is what a true friendship is. I don't know if that second friend had my back or if she had her husband's back when he wanted to kick me out. I don't know. But I do know it's in the past. And I do know that she is a really good friend. And whether she had my back then or she didn't, doesn't excuse all the other times she has been an amazing friend to me. All the other times that we have went out and bought each other food, or she paid my Hulu because I was low on money that month. Whatever. It doesn't excuse all the good times we had, all the friendship moments we did have. Same thing with the first one. We may be in a bad spot. We may be okay. We may be best friends again someday. And going out and eating at Chili's again and spending all our hard-earned money and blowing it. Whatever. All I know is, at the end, all that matters are those friendship moments. So, with that being said, Tati, Westbrook and James Charles, if y'all make up, y'all make up. If you don't, you always have the memory of the past to celebrate and live by. And know that you did have good times. People change, but memories don't. And, you know, whether you leave him or not, I just hope you're safe. hope you're safe, and I hope you find happiness in wherever life takes you. Because I don't know if I'll ever see you again. So, bye guys. Stay tuned for next video.